So I stayed up all night last night to tune this Porsche Taycan. So this is an electric car. They're not just this one here specifically is designed to go quite quickly, but I wanted to tune this thing and see how far I can push it. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the Porsche Taycan. It's pushing it to its full limits. We're going to be doing a circuit race, a normal street race, and we're going to be doing a couple of drag races with some online people. So I want to see, now that I've tuned this Taycan, I want to push it to its limits, and you guys are going to join me. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is go back to the festival where the drag strip is. But for first, I might actually show you the tune that I put on this car, right? Renegade Cars tune. You guys might not agree with my tuning methods, but it works. Excuse me, I got the final drive set to 6.10. Excuse me, I got the first gear set to 3.2, and then the second gear set to 0.8. So the second gear would just drag out longer. It isn't like an 8-second mile car. I'm not interested in that, pushing it that far. 0 to 161 is 3.9 seconds, and 0 to 97 is 1.6. So before I tuned this car, it went from 0 to 97 in 2 seconds, and then it was 0 to 161 in like 5.5. Oh, there's people mulching. So that's what I've done. What else I've done? I think I've anti-roll. I've put that up 65. The springs, I've done work to that too. So when I first picked up this car stock, we're talking kilometers an hour, it would max out at 275 kilometers an hour, and now it will max out at 374, which is not that bad. I left everything else pretty much the same. Aerodynamics, left all that the same. So I thought I'd show you the tune. Now, first gear, it pulls perfectly. But see how second gear it rides out. I've tuned the handling and braking. So it's still going to skid quite significantly, but we're going to get that with the speeds we've got now. So I'm going to go back to the festival here, guys. And I'm going to do a drag, so I'm going to do, a proper quarter mile to see what it max out. So obviously with the drag strip, it's pretty much from start, and once I hit that speed camera, let's call it speed camera, that's where I'm going to mark the speed it got up to. I don't think it will do 8, guys, but we're going to see. Alright. We're going to make sure. Alright, this is from 0 to what it reaches up to, so I'm going to be counting. Launch control, bam. Alright, so in a quarter mile, I don't know if that's quarter mile, I think 480 something feet. So that did alright. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know specifically, but it reached 300 before it got to the actual speed camera there. Whereas before, when it was stock, it wouldn't reach that at all. It would get to about 185 when it hit the camera. Okay, next test. I said I was going to do. I might just chuck in like a daily drive to see how it functions, but it's a Porsche. So we're going to do a race now. I want to see how it handles in a race. We won't do any off-road ones. We might do just like a normal, is this a sprint? We'll do a sprint. Because I have fixed up all the braking and everything. I want to see if it is decent at racing, or whether it's an A or okay. So there's been a lot of talk on YouTube at the moment with this Porsche Taycan, and yeah. So if you guys remember Forza Horizon 4, where they introduced the Tesla Model 3, I think myself and a lot of people were very disappointed in that
in 400 meters,
in the whole Tesla,
right,
because it didn't live up to what you know, it is in real life. Like, you couldn't upgrade things, you couldn't tune it properly.
Right.
Whereas with this Taycan, you're able to tune just about everything, and that's why I think I'll probably do a video comparing. But Forza has announced that they are going to be doing a future update where they are going to bring the Teslas into Forza 5. If you guys have information for that, let me know. I'll do a video on it. But I've been reading some stuff, and yeah, they're going to bring in the Teslas, and there's a couple other things. They're going to have electric cars,
meters, turn left,
like the BMW. There's a so not BMW. There's a Volkswagen. There's a electric one. I can't remember specifically the name of it, but there is a Volkswagen electric vehicle that they will be bringing in as well.
Left.
So that's really something to look out for, I guess. I was just excited that they brought the Taycan to the table. You know, there are some things that I think they could have worked on with the Taycan. For example, more body kit sort of customizations. I wish they would have included more of them. Everything else is good about it. Like even like the features, like because with the Taycan in real life, it's a battery operated car, but they also add sound effects into it, so you can make it sound like a high performance car. Those are sort of things that I think they should have implemented with this Taycan. Which the reason people you're like, well, if that's the case, then you know, Forza is all about sounds of cars and everything else. And I thought, yeah, that's true, but at the same time, Forza 5 has already mastered sounds of vehicles, and some of the convertibles you can, you know, apply the roof, or you know, sort of take the roof down. So I thought if they can put that much detail into that, maybe they should have done that. But I'm just one of those people, you see. So now we're at the race here, and I am, like I said, I promise I'm gonna see what this Taycan can do. I got faith in the Taycan. Yeah, so she's fully modified. I'm very, very proud of myself. And if you guys want more videos on the Taycan, please let me know, because I've got some good stuff planned. I do want to try and make this an 8-second quarter-mile car though. If you guys want to see that, let me know. That's my character, because you know me how. Now, I might not win this race, but we're here to find launch control. Alright, so I'm giving it 10 out of 10 for the launch. I'll probably give it an 8 for braking. It's too early to say anything about handling just yet. The stability of like the suspension and everything is fine, obviously, because I've stiffened the shocks, stiffened the anti-roll bars. The handling, I think I can work on that just a bit more. It is kind of rough in some areas. Well, like the Porsche Taycan it's not really designed, like it is a sports car, but it isn't really designed for this sort of abuse. And I read an article on one of the people that helped design the Porsche Taycan, and they were saying that it's their first, yes, it's their first battery operated sports car, but their intentions were never for it to be a race car. It was to have the Porsche legacy, the Porsche design, but in a battery operated car. Yes, it can accelerate, yes, it can go quite fast. But Porsche's intents were never to make another 911. It was just another car. It was pretty much to prove that they can make an electric car, an outstanding electric car. So that's something to think about there, isn't it? Yeah, it's a quick car, but like I said, their intentions were to actually build another sports car. They wanted to build a comfortable electric car with power. So far, it's alright, but it's not. It keeps spinning out on me here, so. You guys probably might find this very controversial, and you might, have a few things to say about it. But did you know that the Tesla Model 3 stock actually has a faster acceleration from 0 to 60 than the actual Porsche Taycan does? You guys are going to love me for saying that, but if you're a Porsche fan, you're not going to agree with me there. But it's true. So this Porsche, like I said, stock, it will go from 0 to 60 in about 2 seconds, or 2.9 I think it is. The Tesla does it in 2.8, so. Like, I'm a Porsche fan as well, but at the same time I'm also a Tesla fan. I like what they're both doing. So my thoughts on the racing with the Taycan, acceleration from 0, obviously from 0 to 60, from the 60 onwards. The initial launch, perfect, no problems with it.
Hello, I'm Anna, your automated natural navigation
and I have to
assistant.
say, their handling,
help you explore Mexico
it needs a lot of work,
find fun
but that's on
things to
me.
do. I've been upgraded with the new Forza Link module.
Press V.
Forza Link tracks the status of you and the people you meet online, and suggests ways for you to link up and play together.
No, I don't want to play with anyone. Yeah, so like I said, launch perfect. As you see, I launched and got in front of most people. But what made me lose that race?
Every time you see this light up, it's suggesting a new way for you to link up with other drivers.
Ready for a new adventure?
What did she say?
Perfect timing. So, where shall we go? What should we do?
Do you want to go to the pub? I'm joking. Yeah. I'm actually excited to see if they end up bringing the Tesla to Forza. So I read things, and cause I'm trying to find decent content for you guys, so 200k campaign, cars. I'll show you my cars while I'm here. Yeah, I don't have it bad. The Volvos are alright, so we can do a couple more races. There's other things I want to test it out on. The next one we're going to be doing is how does it perform on off-road, or just any like gravel, or like dust or whatever. We're going to see how that performs. So, where am I located at the moment? I'm here. We're going to go here. So this test is going to see to how it performs.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Off-road or cross-country. Let's test out this V-Link number 2. Yeah, so the reason I'm doing this is because it's just I like to test the boundaries with different vehicles.
In 400 meters, turn right.
And as much as I feel strongly about the Taycan, but I also have to, sort of be aware of its sort of flaws.
Turn right.
do a quick little pull. As you see, the launch control, it's absolutely impeccable. Sorry, but no, it's just I just got to work on getting the actual you know, handling under control.
Turn sharp left.
But yeah, other than that, I'm a big fan of the Taycan and what Porsche is doing here. And what I like about this game is that it's so realistic to what vehicles actually are and what they do and how they behave.
You have arrived at your destination.
So this test is going to it's going to test how it performs off-road and how it handles with recovery once the vehicle spins out. So I'm excited to see what happens. This is kind of me geeking out a bit. I know the tyres aren't going to do good, but so this test is pretty much for me as well. It's for me to understand that what sort of tuning I'm going to have to do after these initial tests, and this is kind of an example for you guys. When you go to tune a car here in Forza, you need to be able to understand it in order to tune it. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm going to retune it now. I know that it's not so good at street racing. I now need to tune it in order to be good at racing. That's the art of tuning. That's what people do in real life. They keep the car stock, they see what it can do, and then they fix the problems once they know what the problems are. Yeah, so it doesn't handle off-road too well, but we all see that coming. But it's doing better than I thought it was going to. And I don't know if you guys know, but the Porsche Taycan also has rear steering as well. So it's not exactly steering, but it's rear steering guidance. If you look at the back of the car, you'll see that the back wheels will gently turn. That's also a bit of a flaw when it comes to off-road as well, or just gravel in general. And I have an itchy ear. Okay, so recovery, guys. If the car spins out, it's terrible. Right. So tomorrow I'll be releasing a video retuning the car. So I did these tests like I said, so I'm able to then retune it so it's you know, works and behaves appropriately. People might disagree with me with my methods, but that's how I tune my cars. Is I take them out, see what they can do, and I fix what they can't do. But yet again, it's surprising me. See, it's also a car too that kind of kicks you too. It tries to control you. Okay, so I tried testing the brakes then. Terrible. And if your brake pressure is too high when you tune the car too, so people don't really tend to realize, and I put it on high just to test it and show you guys. If your brake pressure is too high, the harder the force you use on your brakes, the less impact, because what you're doing is it's when you put on the brakes have a higher pressure, so therefore when you're going faster, the brakes lock on straight away and it locks the car and it slides. Whereas if the brake pressure is properly tuned, when you put on the brakes are gradually going to set on, and then the car's going to slow down naturally. Whereas if you put the brake pressure too high, when you put the brake on, wheels will lock and the car will just slide instead of actually using ABS to brake and slow down the car. Yeah, I like the design.
Nice! Kudos are a good way to send positive vibes around the festival. See a driver doing something you like? Kudos to them.
So he's got 4-wheel drive tyres in that. Well, off-road tyres. Alright guys, it's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a comment and then make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for stopping by.